Welcome to First Gear. I'm your host, David Fedor. I work for Smale Auto, but not as a salesman. In fact, I know about as much about cars as a regular person off the street. Some might say even less. I'm here today at Smale Kia in Greensburg, PA. They're gonna let me test drive and review one of their vehicles. I don't know what it's gonna be, so let's go take a look and see what I could explore today.
Hey Dave.
Corey, nice to see you.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
How was Rio? Was it fun?
Oh, well, that didn't work out quite the way we expected it to. But today we have the brand new 2016 Kia Soul. This is the Plus model. I think you're really going to like the benefits and features in this one, along with the fancy stitching, the red accents in this particular vehicle, and it does have the mood and the music lights inside of it. Just a real fun car. I think you're really going to enjoy it. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's do this.
All right, Corey, thanks, buddy.
Yes,
So let's take a look at the exterior stuff first, because it's a very striking vehicle. Right off the bat, too, this front end, it's got this giant grille down here and a smaller one up front. So it's very identifiable as a Kia Soul. Come around the side, specifically this model, I'm not sure, I'm sure it's probably not standard, but the wheels are very cool looking, very slick, very, very cool. The sides here, very simple, all black handles, everything, black mirror. It's very shiny. You can see the two different materials right here. This is nice and shiny. This one's more plastic at the bottom there. And then one of the signatures about this vehicle that I've seen is the back end. It's very square, very boxy back end. We have a larger bumper back here and another grille that matches the front end here on the back, right below where the license plate would go. These round tail lights down there are very, very striking. And then up here, we got the brake lights up here, a little bit higher on the vehicle than most. So the visibility of you braking isn't gonna be too problematic for the cars behind you. And then it looks like there's a backup camera right here as well, right in the middle of your tailgate, with another brake light up here underneath this spoiler. Much of the same on the other side, of course. Another thing that I like that is cool is like this hidden stuff. It has a little detail of the Soul button down here. So if we're coming back up here, so taking a look at the roof, we got these ridges here, and it looks like some, I don't know what these are. They have little arrows on them, little ridge. So it looks like there's four. There's two on this side and two on that side. So there's probably some kind of racks or some kind of something that we could put up here, maybe to transport bikes or something. So we'll have to ask Corey about these, what these are for. Now that I've seen both the back and the front, they're almost like mirrors to each other, because these have the fog lights down here that match those brake lights from the other side with the boxier front end. So it kind of matches. All right, so before we get too far in, oh wow, okay. Yeah, Corey was definitely right. The stitching is really neat. But before we get too far into that, let's take a look at the door features. This one we have very simply your controls here on the door with the windows, the locks, the mirrors. We got the door handle, and that's a silver compared to the rest of it, which is a simple black. It makes it nice pop. We have a small little trim going around the sides here, and then of course you have your cup holder and your other compartment here with the speaker right there built in the door. As we come into the vehicle, like we mentioned and like Corey mentioned, this stitching is just really cool. It gives it a sporty look. And then more of the controls on the wheel here. Again, we can see the stitching right up on the underside of the wheel. Gives it a nice individuality. With cruise control settings, your phone settings, all within the touch. So as we're coming down this side of the steering wheel, we see the tilt wheel functions over here. On the top here is another one of those speakers with the red accents around right by your vents Yeah, so this has a lot of the different options here with the radio and the different media, with your controls. We have navigation, we have menu screens. You can see that it comes with Sirius, another SD port here with an SD card that you could put new maps and updated things for your navigation with the Bluetooth and the radio. Come over here, we got more controls, more tuning, some air conditioning and heating controls for your climate control, active eco boost. The red accents right here, there's a little compartment for you to put your phone, put your change, to put anything, but it has the classic red. We have USB port, an auxiliary jack, and then some more 120 or 12 volt things there. And then you got the gear shifter, making our way up to the emergency brake. Some cup holders, regular size cup holders. All right, let's take a look at the back seat. Doors, very similar to the front with the way it's styled. Cup holder. We have the red thread accents back here as well. Seat belts, everything here. We got a pocket on the back of this seat, not on that one. And let's take a look. Secret compartments. Oh, so this one is another armrest with some more cup holders in the back here, and that pulls down that middle seat there, so that's pretty neat. And then the headrests, again, you can see the accents with the red stitching, the red thread on the back of the seats and the back of the headrests. Okay, so looks like back here, there's a hard back here that's covering up the cargo area. All right, so let's take a look here. And that opens up real nice and easy. And we can see plenty of cargo space. And this is that hard cover. So from inside, we're able to, probably could put a little bit of something on here, probably not too much weight, but this lifts up to give you some access. And back here you can see another speaker. So that's probably your subwoofer. Gives you that nice bass. And we have another power outlet and a light to give you some visibility back here if you're back here during the night. Nice little compartment here. We're gonna pull up. Oh wow, that's segmented into some compartments down here. This is like a styrofoam insert into here. Gives you a little bit of some organization. It says pull, so this whole thing pulls out. So I'm gonna set that up. I'm gonna take this top off. That comes out. This comes out. So that compartment comes out. And that shows us where the spare tire would go. We could also see some latch hooks on the side. So if you're securing anything while you're carrying it. Let's see, this slides right out. So let's take that out. Let's see if these seats go down by pulling up here, pushing, pulling, pushing. So those seats go down as well. So that gives you extra cargo space. So this thing really moves. It's got some nice speed to it. And it's more responsive than like a larger SUV. So it's driving like a smaller car, because it is a smaller car. But I'm 6'3", and I have no problem actually fitting behind the wheel, reaching the pedals. We're passing a tiny little Honda right there, and I felt a little bigger, felt a little higher than it. Yeah, the steering wheel feels really nice. We have the stitching, of course. I've been talking about the stitching this whole video, but we have all the controls right here as well, with the volumes, the cruise controls, telephone. Looks like we have cruise control and other functions right here. So it's all at your fingertips. You could drive and it's all right there. don't have to worry about looking down or looking over here or looking to a camera and trying to do things. So something else that I just noticed now as we were driving that I didn't see during the first initial walkthrough was this giant speaker right here in the middle of the dashboard. It's probably one of the biggest things you could see. We got these two speakers over here and this giant speaker in the middle. So it's one of the beauteous things about this video series is I'm getting in here, I'm exploring everything, but I'm not necessarily finding everything. So if you see something that I don't, or if I don't mention it and you know it's there, tell me in the comments. Say, hey, you missed this, dummy. Don't call me dummy though, because it hurts my feelings. Just a little bit. So if we're looking for, let's go point of interest, we're going to go to automotive, Kia dealerships. Boom, smell Kia. That's the only one you want to see. You don't want to go to those other ones. And then we hit, I guess, set as destination. And now it's calculating our route. We're 1.7 miles away. It's going to take us 3 minutes to get there. So it's that easy to plug that in. Let's hit the map button.
The route guidance will start.
Oh, we have a nice polite lady telling us where we should go. So it's telling us to go to our highlighted route. Oh, and it looks like down here as well, you could down here at the bottom, set favorites. It has home, office, 1, 2, 3. So it looks like there's room for 5 different settings that you could have saved in your navigation. All right, let's, oh, look at that. Put it in reverse, we got a backup camera. We have a backup camera going on here. We could see the lanes, or the white lines. You can see that I was not parked between the lines right there. So pulling out of the parking spot, and we don't want to hit this van. So we're just going to back up and make sure that everything is clear. And we were. We had a lot of room, which was confirmed by our backup camera. All right, let's continue on our way. It's here. That is a nice pickup. And then just driving down the highway, there's pretty much just windows all around you. This part of the car right here is very narrow, very thin, so I'm getting a lot of visibility here. Hashtag optimal visibility. Yeah, so this is a really fun vehicle. It's fun to drive, looks neat. It's got all these speakers things. You're always going to see this on one of those lists of like top 10 cars to take to college or something like that, because it has great safety ratings, has very good gas mileage. The fuel efficiency is really well. So again, you could load up that cargo space with all the stuff to and from school. Your parents will know that you're driving a safe car, so they'll feel comfortable, and at the same time, you'll feel really cool driving around in it because again, sporty, drives really great. Speakers are neat. Red stitching is very cool. Corey, thank you so much for letting me test drive this Kia Soul. Great vehicle, a lot of fun, very sporty. I just have a couple questions, if you don't mind, before I hand these keys back over.
Absolutely.
I want to ask you about these mounts. It looks like maybe for a roof rack?
Yes, actually there's 6 different options for the roof of the Soul. You have a kayak attachment, a bicycle attachment, cargo box, cargo basket, ski and snowboard attachment, as well as just the regular roof rails that go across to just protect your roof if you're moving a couch or whatever the case.
Wow, so this is a really great vehicle for, you know, sporty type things. Sports?
The outdoorsy type.
The outdoorsy type, that's what I'm trying to say.
Definitely, I mean, it does have GPS, so you can find anywhere in the world that you need to go. And you have, 6 different attachments for the roof. So you can literally take anything you want there. It's really nice if you just want to feel the freedom of what the earth has to offer you.
Right down here next to this steering wheel, we have this additional dial. It says off, music, mood, plus and minus. And you can do, tell me about that.
Okay, so what that is it does have an optional lighting system in this particular model. It has the rings around the speaker, which do light up. If I could show you, actually, if we pull the car in the garage, we could see it in the dark lighting. Let's go. Just pull in the garage in a low light environment. Take a look at these optional light rings. Look at the lights. Look at them.
Now I'm gonna switch modes.
Look at the speaker on the door. It pulses with the beat of the music.
Are you dabbing?
Yes, I was dabbing. That made me feel stupid.
Corey, thank you very much for letting me test drive that Kia Soul. If you want to find out more information, check out smailkia.com. If you want to see me drive anything specifically, leave it in the comments below. We love hearing from you. Thank you for watching this episode of First Gear. Corey, you're the man.
Thank you.